Hello, hello. How you doing,
Hey,
Mitchell?
Black Widow's out.
I saw it. It's
I
good.
forgot. Is it good? Really? I'm going tomorrow or the day after tomorrow.
Yeah, Black Widow's
That's
good, everybody.
perfect.
Watch it.
All right, well, everyone, welcome back to our show. Our show. Welcome back to our channel, Getting That Medical Degree, where we talk everything medical related as you follow us trying to get into medical school. So,
What are we
what
talking
are we
about
going to talk
today?
about today? Oh, that's funny. We literally both said it at the same time. Well, today we're going to talk about something which is very close and dear to me because it happened. What if you have second thoughts about nursing school and why that is okay?
Eh,
Well,
Tell me about it.
let's get deep, guys. Let's have an internal and let's have a deep conversation about this. You know what? I thought I was going to do medical school because I was convinced by my brother that I'm sorry, I thought I was gonna do nursing school because I was convinced by my brother that medical school was gonna take too long, and there is a high rate of suicides, which there is. There is a high rate of divorce, which there are. There is a high rate of unhappy physicians and burnout, which there is. And I'm not saying that I'm gonna be different, but I'm saying that I'm getting into medical school for uh somewhat different reasons. I'm not trying to have my whole life be medicine or surgery or whatever I get into. But I decided to put that aside because it takes too long, 12 years of my life. So I decided to focus on nursing school. So when I got into nursing, I realized how hard and challenging, and it was not the studying that it was the challenging. It was the receiving advice, to put it in a better word, receiving advice and or orders from other nurses or CNAs or LPNs or whatever. And it was just that it was not so first first week, oh my gosh, I was in love. First month I was uh I was still liking it. But by the second month I was kind of like, okay, like what's going on? And then by the third month, I was like, all right. I was starting to have second thoughts. I was like, maybe this is not for me. Um, it's not that I don't like, to be honest, I do not like to receive orders, and I know I'm going to have to receive orders, and I do work, so I do receive orders, but I don't want to have to receive orders or be told what to do and have no independence for the rest of my life. I know that you have to go through that to move forward. Like, I know that if I'm going to become a doctor, then I have to suffer, I have to go through all of that stuff. But then at the end of the tunnel, then I'll be able to think for myself and make decisions and give orders and have, of course, I will have a boss above me, I will have whatever. But um and nurses, which they're wonderful and they're amazing, but they don't have that much independence. Some of them do. Of course, you can get your CNA. Of course, a lot of people are going to complain of what I'm saying, but I just don't. For me, I just started having second thoughts. So um, I decided to stick with it for another semester, maybe trying to think, it's for me, blah blah blah. And it was actually one of my friends who she um she was telling me like maybe this is not for me, and she was struggling too as well, and she ended up dropping out, and then she ended up becoming a speech pathologist or something, education about speech, and she's loving it, dude. Like, she is absolutely happy. She couldn't have been happier to have dropped out of nursing, and like some of my friends dropped nursing out of the university that I was going and ended up going back to nursing at a different university. So, who knows? Maybe it was the environment that I was in. Maybe it was the university that I was going to. Maybe it was the program. Um, Other of my friends stuck with it, and instead of graduating in 4, they're graduating in 5. I have another friend who took her 6.5 years or 6 years to graduate. Um, and I think now she's getting ready to take her NCLEX. Um, this is not a rant. Well, it probably is, but
It's a rant.
I I did love nursing. So don't get me wrong. I did love nursing. I just didn't see myself doing it. I just didn't see myself spending all that money to get a degree where I was going to be somewhat miserable. Somewhat miserable because I love what I did, but I didn't love that I have that much independence. I didn't love that I was able to make decisions, and then I had to rely on a doctor or a supervisor and everything. That's just the only thing that I didn't love. So thinking about it, I was like, what if I go to medical school? Like, what if I, instead of graduating, I graduate with another degree? Or I was like, what if I just graduate with nursing and another degree, but I don't end up using nursing at all, and I just stick with that degree, and then I applied to medical school. So, it was just a big decision. So if you're out there and if you're listening to this probably 2 years from now, so it'll probably 2023 when you're listening to this, or 2024. And if you're having second thoughts, it's okay. It's okay to have second thoughts. It's okay to decide to change your major in your senior year or your junior year. But if you're going to do it, you better go full steam ahead. You better go with everything you got, and you better make sure that's the decision that you want. You better sit down in your bedroom or wherever you are for a good solid day with nothing to do but just think about what you want to do. You better figure it out. You can't just keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off and thinking, no, I just do another semester, maybe I'll like it. Don't become that nurse who will hate her job, or don't become that architect who will hate his job just because you're already a junior or a senior and you just want to graduate with that and just go back to school some other time. I mean, those are my 2 cents. That's just what I think. I would much rather spend an extra year taking classes to do something that I really want to do than graduate in 4 years, or like, and do what just pays me money and like gets me a job. And um I shit you not. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But when I dropped, my girlfriend was there. When I dropped, I think I think I was like, should I send this email to my professor? And I was like, I don't know if I should drop, like, and like, I think I don't remember if she pushed the button or I pushed the button, but I'm telling you, like, she saw a change in me, to the fact that when I decided to drop, I was like, wow, I feel so much better. I feel so much happier. But yeah. So what do you think, brother? Do you think having second thoughts about a degree is okay?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not doing pharmacy. I'm doing medical school, but that was my plan in the beginning. So I
So
think
it was your
second,
plan since the beginning.
yeah, I wanted a degree to help me in the long term as a physician, and not like a biology degree or something. I think second
Hmm.
thoughts is fine though. Everyone that I talked to about me going to medical school thinks I had second thoughts about pharmacy, which is kind of the opposite. I kind of planned it this way.
Wow.
So
I thought that you kind of just stuck with pharmacy to go to medical school.
yeah, but it was also my plan to like go that way out instead of just doing like biology degree. It's like
You see, that's exactly what I thought about too. Like, I was like, you know what? I only have like one more year. I should just graduate. I should just graduate with a nursing degree, and like I'll be with everybody. I just take my NCLEX or whatever, and I'll just work, and then I'll just make money for that year. and then I would just use that money to pay for medical school, and I would work while I'm in medical school for the first year or two. I thought about the same thing that you're telling me right now, but then I was like, I would be miserable. I will work, I will make a lot of money, but I thought to myself, I would be like sad, not miserable, because I love the job. I love working with patients. You know, I love helping patients, and like I love saving lives. But as a lifeguard, but yeah, I feel like it would have not been for me. But I'm glad that you decided to you planned this out really good.
Just 6 years of planning.
Hey, you know what? The 6 years were gonna pass anyways. You know what I mean? Like that's when I realized I was like, why am I avoiding medical school? Like the time is gonna pass anyways. Like
Yup.
those 4 years are gonna come if I'm studying for medical school or not. Like the time is gonna pass. Like why not just do it? Like
Get it out of the
just
way.
yeah, just do it. Like if time's gonna pass regardless. So that's what I did. Just I was like, you know what? Let's go to medical school. Let's figure it out. Senior year, try to figure everything out. So a lot of people are gonna be like, bro, you're stupid. A lot of people are gonna be like, you're crazy for doing it your senior year. And I bet like my roommates were like, knowing you, you're pretty crazy. So I'm not surprised. But yeah, so now I'm taking the MCAT this year.
I think that's it for this video, though, guys. So,
Okay. Thanks for listening to this very deep conversation about my life. I probably won't do one like this for a long time, but I just wanted to get this one out of the way, just for everyone who's having second thoughts. But thank you so much for listening, and check us out on the next video. If this was not your thing, sorry, check us out on the next video.
yep. See you next time.